Alrighty, Roo and Kukukachu to you and all my nobody's not watching out there. Yeah, I do take a minute. I do a lot of side things. It's easier when it's like a... Basically, I'm just reading. This is like a... Fuck, this is such an old school throwback, but like... The choose your own adventure books you could have gotten from your public library back in the ever times, you know? Anyway, but the Tears of Blood thing, that would fuck me up. It'd be like, you can't, because sometimes you would need to cry for, especially as a Toreador, especially as a socially relevant person that interacts with humans, you would need to, sometimes, that would be a thing you should do to be human. Passes normal. So blood tears problem, and then also just being an emotional person, that's a giveaway and all that. It's something I've always dreamed of doing when I was 14. So romantic, and it drives them crazy. Oh, well, I guess that's what you're gonna do. Again, something you could easily fake prior. A little bit of all sorts of different ways you could make that happen. I mean, it's in the movies. It's not that big a deal. As proof of her words, a scarlet tear starts running down her face. Chat goes wild. This seems to be exactly the kind of thing they've been waiting for. I mean, from an aesthetic point of view, as somebody who's seen that in various movies and media, it's sort of it's an artistic thing, you know. Ah, an angel that fell down from heaven. Oh my god, she did it again. Beatific, actually, I'm sorry. I gotta pronounce that correctly. Yeah, yep, nope, I'm stuck on that one. Can we finish? Can you finish? Can you finish? Alright, I'm sorry. Beatific. This is one of those words in English that's sort of redundant. And it's just like, there's other words that say this and mean this. And this is just like, why does this word exist? It's inefficient. I've used it. I like it. But it's kind of dumb. And it's very... It's sort of pretentious and snobby is a good way to put it. Sort of hoity-toity. Because it's a poetic word, but it's basically the same goddamn word as a lot of other words. And it's so close to other words that are so similar that it doesn't really deserve to exist, and it's not like from another language. Like, we didn't appropriate it. So I just felt like I had to share that, because I had a conversation at some point with an educator in English that I was like, why does this, and why does this exist? It's like, there's this word, there's this word, there's this word. All these words are basically like the same thing. And we had a long-ass conversation about it, and I was just like... So we're of the same mind that it doesn't necessarily need to or deserve to, but it's almost like English is just like... There was a goal somewhere, collectively, to just... We want all the words. It doesn't matter if they're redundant, if they say the same thing. We're not like other languages where it's like... We have a word for something that no other language has a word for because it's like a thing that other languages haven't really, they don't experience frequently enough to make a word, or they just never really did. It's just one of those unspoken things, or they try to use a phrase or other things to make it. And I was just like, alright, well, I guess it is what it is. Moving on. Hope your tortured soul finds some calm eventually. Fuck, man. Can you imagine USA assembling a blood-sucking squad that would just cruise by the border and suck the suck blood out of any illegal they found. The very thought of that gives me the biggest boner. Alright, can I fuck that guy? Should I just ban him or kick him? Nah, fuck you. I'm gonna ban you, even if she gets mad. And banned. If she gets mad, she gets mad. I could start over, I guess. I've not done so well. Just to be clear, you realize what we're doing is a blatant breach of the masquerade, right? Doesn't seem like she was talking about the thing, so she doesn't seem mad about that. That's good. I honestly expected you to leave or inform somebody by now, but you haven't, have you? It's like, you're the one on your phone all the time. No. I have literally, like, signed my own death after being spared death. But I was told to come here and talk to you. Like, it does reflect negatively upon her, so that's kind of scary. Like, I kind of put her in that position, too. But she told me to come here, so... You try to focus on the chat. Okay, let's not acknowledge the reality of my life and the life of my patron. Adopted sire, yeah. Let's just move on. A familiar nickname is displayed on the screen. God damn it. But, like, I don't even know, like, there's an answer here. It's like, I feel like there's a number. There's, like, it's a number system where it's like there's +1, -1, and, like, any answer is its own thing, and I could screw myself over really badly here, but I'm gonna kick him again, rather than ban. I kicked him the first time, I think, and she was like, dude, what the fuck? And then she's like, dude, what the fuck, when I kicked him the next time. So I'm just gonna kick him again. 3 times you've been kicked. Well, but it's 2 strikes and you're out. You know what? I'm gonna stick with kick, because she was yes, then she was no. So I'm gonna stick in the middle road. One more kick. One more familiar message. Okay, that's it. Nope, we're done. Nope, you're out. You're out. Like, I'm just waiting for you to finish so I can say it. God, I'm worried I'm gonna fucking say some shit from a Necronomicon. You're like, he used, like, what is that? An apostrophe? I don't know why. God damn, I have to fucking breathe. That's the same message you sent out last time. Wait. No, I don't think that is. I'll have to check the replay when I look at the video here, but no, I don't think that is. I think that's a different one, because I said them out loud both times, and I don't think that is, but okay. No, this time it's the same thing. Okay. No, it's still not. No, it's I'm not gonna. Ban. Bye, Felicia. Good job handling that guy. I mean, it's just like, look, if you're having a hardcore orgasm while you're doing the thing, whatever, man. I don't, like, we're not here to judge you, but, like, it's like you're just licking the keyboard and sending it still over and over. Like, stop. Great. If nothing else works out, it seems like you fit this job at the very least. Like, you know, I could at least get a decent paying job for this Malkavian who has meat hooks hanging from her bed underneath it's like inside of a weird. Okay, no, I had words and I'm gonna give up on them. Malkavian cam girl meat hooks. Princess bed red light. Under internet cafe. I don't know, man. No. In any case, back to reality. The last goal has just been funded. It's time for the great finale. This is what you've all been waiting for, right? Yes. Yes. Yes, Queen. Her voice has changed. She gets closer to the camera, letting her face fill the frame of the live feed. Her eyes mesmerizing. Her mesmerizing eyes are focused purely on the viewers. Somehow, through the camera. You wanted blood? Come out in the streets, claw at your neighbors' throats, slash their veins, and drink up. Okay, well, I don't know about all that. I don't really support all that. That's a bit more hardcore than I really want to participate in. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. Yes. Dude. Jesse Hooker. I'm gonna let you go, because I'm gonna let it go. It becomes absolutely horrifying and influences the chat in some incomprehensible way. Everyone starts typing like they're possessed. Oh. Liberate yourself from the shackles of your ordinary mortality. Make them scream. Feel the warmth of their entrails. I thought you were Malkavian. This is some, like, Zamish or Zimisi shit. Like, bruh. We're not doing, like, flesh crafting here. No vicissitude necessary. God. Okay, they're all doing that now. Oh, okay. Well. Yeah, what the hell are they doing to these people? What have you gotten yourself into? Yup. Buy the ticket, take the ride. Transcend your bodies. Release the message of hope into the world. Very Zimic. I don't know. Zimish, Zimic, I don't. It's pronounced multiple ways. Whatever. That's more like the what's this coming off as. But alright, whatever. She jerks violently for a second, then falls down on the bed like a marionette that just had its strings severed. She exhales loudly a few times. You gotta do it for the drama. And laughs. When she does, the room goes dark again. Alright, that's enough. Instead of continuing, she does something with her phone. The stream ends and the chat instantly becomes dead quiet. Let me take over. The atmosphere in the room has completely changed. She's already put herself together and stood up. Now she's walking towards you. I'm in danger. Like, I'm a little afraid, like, alright, are you gonna turn me in? Like, that would just be a twist, right? Like, very M. Night Shyamalan. What a twist! What the fuck just happened? Guess the show is over. Everyone relax and go home. Nothing to see here, huh? Move along, folks. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Ah, I was almost ready to come, bros. I swear on my father's grave one day I will find you and kick the ever-living shit out of you. What the fuck? Why are you so mad? Okay. After every line she delivers, she changes her voice, the way she puts her lips together, and even the way she moves. You've caught glimpses of her acting this way, but only now have you started to figure it out. Oh, you're now on part. You're in. I already knew this from playing before, because I love Malkavians. Malkavian at heart. Hashtag Team Malkavian. Malk for life. Etc. etc. But I do remember this and being like, the first time I already knew. Like, I figured it out. But I wanted to kind of like play as though, you know, I didn't. But, you know, my character wouldn't know. So, yeah. Wait a minute. Does it mean? What the hell just happened? But it's impossible. And that's the way I think my character would be like. I saw you participating. Yeah, you had your phone in your hand. You need celerity. And I don't even know how to tech that well. Like, technology. Enough to be like, you could do all these things. It's impossible. Like, I'm immortal. I'm bored. I'm separated from most vampires in the city by a generational chasm, and I'm so goddamn lonely. The internet used to be my only friend. That to me is one of those things, like, I love her character design. It's awesome and amazing. I don't believe this particular thing. Somebody who looked like this, even if they got their tattoos afterwards and their fashion sense afterwards, I just don't see that. Like, when you become a vampire, in the world of darkness, there's different aspects of it that could affect you. But in the modern world of darkness, or at least what I'm familiar with, whatever you look like at the time, that's it. Unless your clan has a thing. You know, maybe as a Toreador you get a little prettier. As a Nosferatu, you go through a horrific and painful physical change. But in general, it's like you basically look like the day you were turned. You know, if you had stubble that day, you know, you got stubble that day. You're a little overweight, that's that. If you... I don't know if this applies because that starts to get into science. But like, let's say you had gray hair and you like dyed it or had colored hair. That might keep for like indefinitely. Like, I don't know. That's actually a question I don't have an answer to. But you look like minus a few things like, you know, the fangs. I'm not entirely sure if tattoos take. I think that I've read in the world of, you know, the world of darkness that a vampire getting a tattoo, they'll sort of heal from it. And so, like, just like they get a haircut or shave or whatever, the next day it's just, the body just sheds it. And it goes back to the way it was when they were turned. You know, they were embraced, whatever. So, either she had those tattoos to begin with, or has like a henna thing that she sort of just plasters on, or there are vampire tattoos, I think, that exist that are done by probably Tremere that they stay. And maybe they have magical effects or not, or they just, the body won't reject them. And that's sort of a thing. So, but like, assuming that she's used Tremere tattoos or whatever it is, or does henna or whatever, you know, like, look at her. Think she had no friends? The internet was her only friend. Her hair being this way, it looks like it was blonde because she dyed it, but it was actually black, and she chose to go with blonde on top, but still has that underlayer. And I don't think that's just because of the angle and shadow. I think it's that she left that there because that was the style. She's probably not been a vampire for too long, since mid-90s maybe. Early 90s. Just whether the tattoos were there before or after, I don't know, but it is what it is. I'm just saying, I call shenanigans. I call bullshit. You're too pretty to not have friends outside of this prior, and you know, the internet was your only friend. Maybe you only had internet friends, but even then, I just don't see it. So, you're just too damn attractive. Also, your eyes are like yellow, but that might be a change after the thing. It might be a cosmetic thing. It doesn't really matter. Years ago, I started researching tuplos. Okay, now I try to realize how to pronounce tulpas. Tulpas? Collective unconsciousness, all the mumbo jumbo, that intersection of psychology and spirituality. I decided to experiment. The show was fake. A few years ago, later, I was an Instagram fashionista, successful erotic model, a vital part of pop culture commentariat, a viral shitposter, a cryptocurrency expert. All of my internet selves started signal boosting each other, paving the way for new ones. Became one-woman empire surrounded by legions of psycho fans. Basically, she fake accounted herself into valueness. The chat was fake. At me. Some, fine. Finish the thing. Come on. Okay. Some may think as dissociative identity disorder, but that's bullshit. Everyone has an online alter egos they buried, just resurrected them, gave birth to new ones, and let them crossbreed. That's a weird way to put it, but it does make sense. Her constant tapping at the phone even during the show. Somehow she's capable of impersonating an entire chat room. Again, the simple reality of even using like predictive text and stuff, it would still be so fast. Trying to be like 10 people at once is not like is, you know, even with copy and paste, it's not going to be, you know, something that the predictive text is going to say. And then you still have to consider the fact that browser windows have to be cycled and stuff. You would still need celerity. Like, at the very least, you would need celerity to make this happen. Literally a perfect angel. I don't even have a self that could disassociate or be mentally ill. I'm a host. A living database. I live because I find it fun to be an information conduit, to process trends and support the ones I deem worthy. I hope she deems me worthy. There was no masquerade violation. She was showing off her skills all along. She put you into a world of pure fiction. Same way she was testing you when she attacked you from the back. All of this was fake. It was all a bit. It was just a show. No part of this was real. Except for to you at the moment. But you thought it was real, and as a result, your reactions were that. Even as a Toreador, neonate as I am, I couldn't... They never gave me an option for Auspex to sort of test it, because Auspex can help you see things differently. Instead, I tried to use presence to make a bunch of people online respect me or back off or whatever. Damn, she's good at those. Mal David Chapman. I feel like that means something. It's gonna bother me. David Chapman. Alright, let's go. Finish your thing. Mal David Chapman. I feel like I need to look that up. Of course, you can just ignore what I'm saying and decide I'm just another deranged Malkavian, but hey, annihilation of the self is the only way to survive in the 21st century. I feel like if I was the character as a Toreador looking at this and not knowing the world and not being a Malkavian and just being like, I don't have a lot of experience with Malkavians, and I was basically told that you guys are crazy. That was my tutorial. It wasn't a lot. This is outside of what I think is even normal for you guys. Not that there is normal for you guys, because I think you're all fucking crazy. But it's almost like impressive. Like, not almost. It's fucking impressive that you so leaned into it that you sort of like dissolved yourself into a goo and became lots of bits and pieces. Then there's your physical self that has the original thing of yourself, a bit, kind of. But you're these other things too. I'm just worried that's going to be a problem later. Because, God, there were like 40 of you or something. And you can actively pretend to be 10 different people at the same time, and you're not pretending. And that could be a problem. You know, you're in a tense situation. There's a fight going on. And Hope over here is just 10 different people with 10 different thoughts on how to solve the problem with the fight. Not very helpful. Android of Notre Dame, if there ever was an era of demanded images of beautiful people just transcending beyond humanity and inspiring others to do the same, it's this one. And that is true. Manhole Mermaid. Like, they're making up new ones! These are, like, not even names they were before. Like, and they're adding. So it's like, am I supposed to be the Manhole Mermaid? I don't even know how to interpret that. Although for now, because of the Masquerade, my audience is quite limited. Speaking of, you want to be the star of my next movie? Honestly, that's a tough question. I don't feel like... I'm gonna end this. I don't think there's a good answer here, but I just feel like it's been going on for a while and I need to stop, and I need to think this over. I don't think it matters much. Yeah.